I was thinking about this the other day. If you had to choose between two people to watch for the rest of your life, who would you pick? One person is perfect. They're good at everything. Anything they do is phenomenal. Anything they want to try, they get it with absolute certainty. They're the best. And the other person sucks at everything they do. They suck at everything. They try their best to, compete. They try their best to be good at basketball. They try their best to be good at soccer. But they aren't good. But they try their best. Which person would you rather watch for the rest of your life? Some people might think, the first person because they're perfect at everything. I want to see someone win every single time. But don't you think that would get boring? Don't you think that watching a person grow, don't you think that watching a person better themselves would be more interesting than seeing someone who's perfect at everything, seeing someone who doesn't fail, seeing someone who's always winning? Don't you think that that would be better? And another example I could use is, for example, watching movies. You don't want to watch a movie about a main character that's always winning. That'd be boring, right? Because there's no story, there's no plot. But if we flip the scenario and we actually watch the person who's always failing and he's never winning, that he finally overcomes something. He finally beats the final boss. He finally, overcomes what he couldn't overcome for the last 10 years. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? That'd be surprising. That'd be something that you'd want to watch, right? And I think it's interesting because that's what we like to see. That's what we want to watch. That's what we want to inspire to be. But really, that's not how it is in real life. In real life, it's different. You want to be perfect because you see on social media everyone's perfect body, everyone is amazing, everyone is drives a Lamborghini, everyone drives a helicopter, everyone is flying anywhere, everyone is going to Hawaii, everyone is traveling somewhere. And you watch all these people and you think, why isn't my life like them? I want to be perfect like them. But really, that's not what you should be focused on. What you should be focused on is improving yourself. Because, like I said, for the reference of the movie I used, is being perfect is boring. Being perfect is boring. Really, that's how it is. So, why do people in general, or why do you in general, why do you strive to be perfect? There are some things in life that you may never have. There is something in life that you'll never acquire. For example, you may not get that girl that you wanted. For example, you may not, get that guy that you wanted. For example, you may not get that plane. You might not be able to travel to the place that you wanted. So, why put yourself to that level of perfection? Nobody actually relates to perfection. We relate to effort. Like, when you see someone slowly getting better at something, you kind of root for them, right? You want them to win because you can see the struggle of what they're going through. You can see that the fact that how hard they're trying. You can see how amazing they're trying, and you can see how much effort they're putting in. And I think that's what is more inspiring than already being good at something. I think that's what life is all about, which is trying your best to get better at something, and it feels real. Yes, perfection feels cool. Yes, you want to strive to be perfect. But in my opinion, you should strive to be a better version of yourself. You should strive to be someone who doesn't give up. You should strive to be someone, that cares about life in the present. So maybe the goal isn't a perfect life. Maybe the goal is to keep improving. Maybe the goal is to be the best version of yourself. Because honestly, I think a perfect life might look impressive from far away, but a life that keeps growing, that's the one people actually want to watch. And maybe that's the kind of life you want to live too. Thank you for tuning in.